Hello. And you're gonna moderate for us today then? Have you
What
not
do you
done
mean?
that? Well, you'll be able to see chat. I won't.
Oh yeah, but nobody's in the chat yet. Gracie usually gets here first. But when I do my own live streams, I always get started right away, even if nobody's in the chat, because I do have some people that watch the replay.
Well, we've got plenty of time. I mean, what have we been up to this week?
Me?
We're just getting back into your usual routine.
I'll tell you what. I finished my 36-inch round canvas painting. And
all right, yeah.
I'm doing a video on that for Monday, and then I can you see this?
Oh, very nice. Yes. Have you put some gold on the crown?
Yes, that's gold in the crowns.
So how have you done that? Have you painted that, or is it gold leaf?
No, it's really nice gold paint that I have by Sargent. It's a very good. It's a very good gold paint that I really like.
Well, this is the gold paint I tend to use. It comes in powder form. And it's by Schminke. It's called bronzing. Aqua bronzing.
Powder form? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it comes as a powder. You can grind it down a little bit more. But yeah, it really does look like gold when you do that. When you use that. It's the nearest I've ever seen to it.
Here their hair is braided together. So that's her guardian angel protecting. That could be a child, or it could represent the inner child, your inner child, and it's art guardian angel. Because it's inspired by an artist who I'm taking a year long. She doesn't teach all year long. All these different artists. It's called Life Book, and it's all year long. It's all these different artists. Well, so it's inspired by her. It's on 140-pound watercolor paper. Mixed media.
How did you feel about painting on watercolor paper?
Oh no, I've been doing that I started doing that last year. That's what she suggested last year when I was in Lifebook 2019.
So what I'm saying is,
I really like it. It's a block.
Yeah.
Oh, we have people in the chat. It's a block, and oh yeah, I like it because it's heavy duty paper. 140 pounds.
Have you felt a difference in how you apply your paint on paper than on a canvas?
Oh, canvas. Well, there's more of a texture there, so
you have to work it a bit harder, don't you?
Slight. Yeah. I think it's like a slight difference.
Well, with paper, you can water it down a lot more, and it tends to like spread.
I did a totally different technique on my canvas than I did on here. But if I was to try the same time, I will be trying the same kind of style, which is.
And that's acrylic, is it?
It's mixed media. So the faces are acrylic paint, but that's mixed media, and the eyes with soft pastel. Colored pencil, oil pastel, okay, and regular pencil, graphite pencil.
Very nice, very whimsical.
Yeah, it's whimsical.
Whimsical. There you go. I found the word eventually.
Yeah, that's it, whimsical. Oh yeah, we have a bunch of people in the chat now. Hi everybody in the chat.
Hello, whoever you are. I can't see you, unfortunately.
Yes, I have to read the chat. Okay.
You'll have to give me a list of who's there, and I'll say hello to you all.
Okay, I have to bring it up. Today, Ian's painting tulip flowers.
Yes, I am.
And flowers is not one of the things you don't feel comfortable painting flowers?
I always feel a bit clumsy with flowers. You've seen people do watercolor paintings of flowers, and they look beautiful and all very soft and delicate. Yeah. I really find that hard to do.
Okay.
To get that kind of thing. So I'm going to mask my inability by doing it very loose and very transparent. And see if we can learn some things. See if
Yeah.
we can see if we can all learn some things. Because it's the first time I've had a go at this particular thing. But we're gonna get very, very wet with one
And
of
it's
these.
the first time you painted flowers in many months.
Oh, I've painted flowers in the past. I do the odd occasional poppy, for example.
Oh, okay.
But it's not something I do an awful lot because I'm too heavy-handed with my paint. I don't. To become a really good flower painter with watercolors, it's something that you have to work quite hard at to get that right. There's some people on YouTube who do watercolor flowers, and it all just blends into one, and it's like, wow, how have they done that?
I know one painter, she does not draw it ahead of time, and she believes in just painting in wet. I forget her name. She has a big channel.
Yeah, I mean that is one
she's Russian or something.
That's one technique, going direct, because what you can tend to do when you've got an image in front of you is too much follow the pattern of what you've drawn out, and then you lose that spontaneity. So I'm going to try and avoid doing that. I've got that on there for you guys, so that you've got a rough idea of what we're painting.
Oh.
It is a good idea to actually do flowers without any, I mean, simply just put a big circle there.
Yeah, that's what this watercolor painter, she's Russian, she does that.
Just map out the areas. Don't do the details, because if you start following the details, you'll start losing that, that natural spontaneity that watercolor has, and then you're fighting against it, and then you end up making a mess of it. So that's one of the tricks that I'm going to try to apply today. But by all means, I'm no expert on flower watercolor painting, but we've got to bite the bullet, haven't we, and have a go at it. So what's people are they excited at the idea?
I'm having I have to turn off my iPad and turn it back on, and right now I'm going to have to get close to the computer and read it, because while I reboot my iPad. So let me see what I can see in the chat. Oh, hi, Purple Paisley. Hi, Grace.
Will that not?
Painting Stoof. Hi, Painting Stoof.
Hi, Stoof. Hi, Purple Paisley. Gracie. Who else is there?
Let's see. Purple Paisley's Gracie. Let's see. Okay, hold on. That's it. And Painting Stoof.
Is that it? Have we not got Mystic Unigon with us?
Oh no, she's not here. She might come. She usually is here, so maybe she'll get here later.
She might not have put a comment in or anything yet. So I will be using our modified. I know you guys. It's if anybody's interested, it's one of them.
What is that?
It's a Langnickel large area brush, but remember what we did to it?
Oh, you made it a rake brush.
We get it an haircut, didn't we, and made it into a rake brush. Yeah. So I'm going to use that to do a bit of splatterization. That's the key to spontaneity, splatterization.
Oh yeah.
So anyway,
drips.
Are you all done and sorted and reset up?
Oh. No, wait, hold on. Now I got to turn it on. So I'm reading the chat off of my computer. Okay, I can still read the chat. Let's see, what are people saying? I'm sorry, I can't read what people are saying yet, but Gracie might be asking some questions.
Well,
Let me who's here, but I can't read what they're saying.
I'll see if I can go on, and I'll pop out my chat.
Okay, if it won't cause a problem.
Well, it might cause it to lose quality. That's my problem.
Oh no, not if it's going to lose quality. No, I'll get it going. Just hold on. Not if it's going to lose quality.
All right. We'll be making a start in a couple of minutes or so, but I'll just explain the image as a whole, we've got this central flower here, and it's not a daffodil. Why am I saying daffodil? A tulip. They're all tulips, all of them. Right? There's a central one there that's going to be detailed. There's two more that are in the background that are different colours. And they're going to be slightly fuzzed out. And then there's a plethora of other tulips around the outer edge, but they are so far away that it's just like fuzzy colour.
Yeah.
You can barely tell that the actual flowers at all. It's just fuzzes of colour. And what that's going to help us to do is identify how we can like make things in the foreground and in the midground and in the distance. So that's what we're going to do. So are we nearly ready?
Well, Gracie's talking about the same watercolor painter that I know of. She's like Russian, and we can't think of her name.
Mm-hmm. Well,
she's doing for her florals. All she paints is florals, and she paints without drawing ahead of time, and she teaches that way. She teaches people not to draw ahead of time and how to do this, whatever her techniques are.
I think with certain types of paintings, you need to get some drawing structure in there. But with flowers, absolutely, have a go at doing it direct, painting direct. It's a way of doing it, for definite, and you get a lot more spontaneity than you do if it's all drawn out and you're following the lines. But it's each to their own. And there's quite a few people
here.
Hello.
Hi, Miss.
So first thing I'm going to make a start because we're 10 minutes into 11. No, nay, 12 minutes into the program, and we haven't even started yet. But we've got time today because I'm not sure that we're going to be. I'm just going to. Oh, I hope. That's it. I've got my gardening tool. You don't have to go to an art shop and buy an expensive one. Just get one of these. A water mister thing. And I'm going to hold it fairly far away, and I'm going to apart from that area where that's going to be, where the flower's going to be, I'm going to like mist it heavily mist it. It's going to be wet through. Because we want it to flow. So that's pretty much wet, as you can see with that there.
Yes, it's very wet.
Right. As next process is to get as big a brush as we can get, and I'm going to use that. I'm going to use this big brush again. This brush. First colours I'm going to go in there. Some blues and purples, because the background seems to have an awful lot of purpley colours in it. So now
how's everybody doing?
Oh, that's going nice. So I'm picking up quite a bit of paint. Oh, and these paints today, being as I'm remembering at the moment, Senneliers.
Oh, okay. Gracie always wants to know what paper you're using and what paint.
And I'm being fairly aggressive. Look what I'm doing. I'm tapping it really hard.
Oh, okay.
Now let me get a little bit of really light green in there now, because I'm feeling that way inclined. Bit more water to it. It's all about it being watery. Right. That is, I would say, almost all of it. I'm going to get a little bit of lemony yellow. Right. that's that done. Now we could leave it and wait for it all to dry.
Right.
But I'm not going to do that, to be honest. Well, first thing I'm going to do before we go any farther is I'm going to get some tissue paper and I'm going to see if I can get a little bit of texture by doing that. In fact, up here I want a little bit of that to come away anyway, because there's some flowers there.
Yeah.
So that there. And I'll get rid of all of that round here as well, because that's again where main body of flowers are.
Oh, hello, Archie Studio. Haven't seen you in a while.
See if we can get a bit of texture. Oh, and paper-wise, this is it's Heinemule, £200 knot cold press.
200 pounds.
Yes, it's me. If I because I'm sometimes quite aggressive with how much water and stuff I put on me painting when I'm painting. I like a paper that's a bit more robust than the standard paper, the £140 that you would be normally used to. So £200, it can take a lot of water hammer. So that's
You were
one of the
asking
reasons.
me how I like the difference of painting on that thick paper, mixed media paper, or watercolor paper with my mixed media, or as opposed to canvas. And I think I like painting on paper better.
You like painting on paper better, do you? What? Why is that? So. Is it because you have to work the canvas a lot more?
Maybe. I think so. I think you can get a layer, like if I want to do the base tone of a skin tone, I can just do it in one shot, the base tone. And I think on canvas, it might take a few layers to just get that base tone.
What about everybody in the chat? What are their feelings about that? What do they prefer to work on, canvas or papers like watercolor paper, for example?
But it's pretty close. I don't really like paper a whole lot better than canvas. Just a little bit.
In real terms, it's just a matter of adapting to your substrate, isn't it? You can paint onto anything.
It's not a big difference.
I mean, I've painted onto aluminium, a sheet of aluminium, and it takes a while to get used to, but it's got its advantages and its disadvantages.
Yeah, with alcohol inks, I can paint on that because that's non-porous.
Yeah.
I haven't
that will
yet.
sit right on the top of it. Right, I'm just gonna blast over this, and then we'll do another coat over it, another layer. So I'm just gonna use my pink lightsaber, the only pink lightsaber in the world. So talk away. I can just about hear you.
Oh, I missed a good on painting on slices of log wood.
A what?
Oh, I didn't know if you could hear me. Mystic has painted on slices of log wood.
Yeah, you can.
Right.
I mean,
wood. Oh, I painted on wood before. I've done oil and caustic on wood. I've painted quite a bit on wood.
It all depends with wood. It all depends on how naturally oily it is in the first place.
Well, you treat it with a gesso.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You can get what they call it, can't you? You can get completely transparent gesso.
Right. You can have clear gesso, white gesso, black gesso.
I'm just going to continue this on. Right, that'll do for now. What we need to do is emphasize that again, and I'm going to do it a little bit more dry brush this time, but with stronger colours. So blah, 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 blah. Wish I could speak. It'd be a right advantage. Same sort of colours, just a lot less wet. So the splats are going to be harder, but I'm not going to do as much of it.
Okay, excuse me.
Go a bit more. And now, just to make sure that it done, I'm just putting neat water on it, so they all bits of them all like kind of join up a bit. There we go. And again, I'm going to put my heat gun on it. Right, go. Oh dear. So how's the group going? What they're saying in chat?
Well, I didn't know if you could hear with that going on.
It's okay. I've got my earplugs in. So you keep chatting.
Let's see.
People will go away.
Dad cut down the birth tree that used to be. Mystic said her dad cut down the one birch tree that used to be in front of the house, so she made some slices, and that's how she got to paint on slices of wood.
Ah.
Well, what I would like about that is, well, were they like really organic shape? Because if you slice down vertically on a tree, you can get these really nice organically long shaped organic that can be like almost as big for a coffee table, and they're organically shaped. I could have painted on something like that. The wood was there, and I actually didn't think of painting on that big piece of wood like that because I thought it was being saved for a coffee table or something. All the wood I painted on has been all squares and rectangles, like plywood and masonite.
Yeah,
because I was painting with encaustic, and encaustic has to have a rigid support. You can't paint on stretched canvas or paper. You're supposed to paint on a rigid support, like a canvas panel, a canvas canvas panel, or wood. Or it could be paper that's glued to wood. You could do that. I think I've done that, yeah. I will never have a coffee table. She says she will never have a coffee table. Why? You don't like them?
She might not like coffee.
I don't think I've ever put my coffee on our coffee table. I have a little side table I put my coffee on. But we put plenty of things on that. Well, my husband, he loads it up with tons of books.
Right. I once made an oak coffee table.
That's just a name.
Not just for coffee.
No, it's not coffee.
It was a centerpiece, but oak is really hard to work with. Very hard.
That's a really hard wood, right?
It's one of the hardest woods you can work with.
Yeah, right.
Right, so I'm getting rid of that gloop, and I'm going to replace it with this lovely non-gloopy water. non-gloopy water.
Gracie's never painted on wood, and she prefers painting on paper.
It's all for me. Painting on wood's all about the preparation. Once you've got your preparation right, it's no different to painting on any other surface that you would have.
That's right.
So.
This is why Mystic doesn't like coffee tables. When she was little, she was crawling around the living room floor and ran into the corner of the coffee table, and she has a scar on her forehead still because of it.
Oh, nasty.
Well, so maybe you have like in front. What I've seen instead of a coffee table, they have like a cushion kind of table. Like instead of a hard table, it's a cushion. It's like a cushiony kind of table. Oh, it can be like a ottoman. I mean, it's like a big giant ottoman, but it's a cushy kind of table. That would be kind of hard to put like drinks on, because if it's a soft surface, well, I guess if it's not too soft, you can still put drinks on it.
So what I'm going to try and do is, on one or two of these blobs here, is see if I can like coax it out and get a bit of a line like that.
Right, it looks like flowers, but it doesn't remind me of tulips.
No, well, just take into account everything in the background is fuzzed out a bit, and they're in the distance, so
it could be like a bunch of flowers behind the tulips. They could be different kinds of flowers.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that every flower is a tulip.
Oh, okay, right, all right. Yeah, it does look like flowers.
Just giving it the idea that there's I think this bush is a little bit too big.
And you're using blues and violets. I love that color combination.
Yeah, I mean, it works in every way, doesn't it? That's why nature uses it.
Especially for the background, because those colors recede.
They do, yeah. And that's what we're trying to do anyway today. We're trying to get this to the background very pale and receding, and this foreground much more heavily worked. Yeah. So hopefully. Don't listen to me, I'm a rank amateur.
Gracie says she doesn't like coffee anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. I never hear Gracie say she drinks coffee. She drinks a lot of tea. She goes, but my hot tea with a little bit of Jack Daniels is nice, she said.
Oh. Okay.
Is that what you're drinking now, Gracie? Oh, who's in here? Okay, 6. 2 people chatting. Okay, but 6 people watching.
Well, I mean,
thank you for those people who maybe can't participate in the chat. That's fine. We're always glad to have anybody here, even if you're just looking and listening. Right. Mystic loves coffee. She just put hot cocoa mix in it. Oh yeah, that's mocha. I love mocha. That's good.
Mocha chocolate. Mocha chocolate.
Right.
Right.
That would be that's a fancy drink.
So as far as I'm concerned, that's all your background and all your peripheral areas done.
Right.
I might come back and darken these areas later. I don't know. But your next bit is there's 2 flowers here. Right. One's a deep orangey red fading into a yellow, and the other one's a yellow fading into a very light white.
Wow. So, well, and then I think you're going to paint over some specks of purple. Like that's not going to blend in yellow.
To be frank, at the end of the day, I'm trying to be fairly spontaneous anyway, so that's all part of the charm of the painting.
Okay.
Yes, so I've gone inside some of the areas that I were going to paint. So what? That's just part of the
No, just like yellow and purple makes
red
a
of it,
brown
isn't it?
color.
Yeah. Well,
A
we'll see what
brownish
happens.
color.
We'll see what happens. It might create something nice. It might make it look horrible. You might be right. It might make it look absolutely dreadful. But then again, I mean, what we're wanting to do is things to be, you know, almost organically this
Yes, right. Like you found it.
flowing into one another, especially in background. Less so in the foreground, where you're going to do something that's a much more tighter painting. But right, let's see if I can create some area on my palette to paint with. Be careful of
Are you a
copyright.
coffee or a tea drinker, Ian?
Occasionally, I'll have a coffee. I've been drinking Ovaltine.
Tea drinkers? Are like most of you guys tea drinkers?
Yeah, well, it's 50-50 these days.
Ah, 50-50.
Traditionally in UK, it's more tea than coffee, but
Yeah.
it seems over the last couple of decades that coffee's started to get more of a grip of the area.
Do you have Starbucks
So,
there?
we do, yes.
Oh, okay.
So this is where we've got to be right careful. And what I'm going to do first. Oh no! Shall we try something different? I'm going to make this may or may not work, right? I'm going to get some really full my brush of lemony yellow. That's really chock-a-block full. And then on the tip, I'm going to then put a tip of red on it.
Wow.
And I'm just going to press down like that.
It's going to create like, because I have seen striped tulips. They're going to create like striped tulips.
And
oh, it's going to mix it, make it orange.
Yeah. You can't see it because of glare, but what it's done is it's like created an orangey bit there. And down here, it's created a very lemony yellow bit, and it's all like naturally blended in. You'll see that more when we. In fact, I'm going to encourage that a bit more by putting a bit more lemony yellow at the base. It's just that unfortunately that's the one spot where the light's like glaring. So
I can still see the color though. I think we can still see the colors.
I'll just
it's glaring, but we can still see the colors.
I'll just put the thing on and we'll dry that up. Right. Although it's orange, it's not actually orange. It's a reddy colour. It's a
coral. I call that maybe coral.
I would say it's more like a cadmium, a light red.
Oh, okay.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is introduce a fringe at the very top of before it dries. It's not quite wet enough, that. And it comes round here. And let's see if I can encourage that to bleed down. because we don't want any hard edges on this because it's in background.
But
Right.
you could actually bring somebody else on the panel, but they would not show themselves, and we could be talking. Two people could be talking.
Well, if somebody wants to come in and
conversation,
and do that.
two people could be talking. Just besides, it could be three of us talking. But Ian's artwork show.
Well, they don't have to come up with a camera. They can.
Right, they're not going to be showing.
They can just come up audio, so they don't have to set up if they don't want to, and then they can give me direction. So I'm gonna.
Gracie, did you want to? She probably has to go to bed. Well, it's Friday night though. Doesn't she stay up later?
I don't know.
Okay. Gracie, did you want to come up on panel? You won't be shown at all. It'd just be we'd be able to talk. All three of us could talk. Or Mystic Unicorn.
Yeah, Mystic, you'll come up.
I know. I don't know if she ever does. I haven't seen her much on panels. But we don't have to show. You're not going to show your face.
You won't need to. Just person's vocals.
Oh,
their audio sound.
Gracie, your face isn't even going to show. She says she's shy, and she does a live stream almost every day.
Oh, I think she's kidding you.
You're just joking. You're just joking.
Right. So now that one's done, I'm going to do a pretty much similar thing to what I did before. I've got some lemony yellow as a body, a colour, and then I'm going to put some stronger yellow on the tip, and I'm going to press down again.
One day, Mystic says one day she will.
Press. Right. And like that. And then bring that round. I might need to change and make water in a bit. I'm going to waterify some of this. Make it. One of the keys to actually making it look like a flower is trying to keep it translucent. So although I'm applying a lot of paint here, I'm trying to get rid of some of it by removing the like that. And later on, once that's settled down a bit, I will go around these edges and feather them out into the background so that they specifically will be much more in the background. At the moment, you can see a very crisp edge. Just on the subject of crisp edges, I'm going to make sure that there's a definite.
Mystic said maybe when's your birthday vacation? She said that's when maybe she'll come on a panel, or even though this is not really a panel, but come on live. Oh, when's your birthday week?
Oh,
Mystic.
Is it into end of month or something? I'm going to get some of this blue now.
And Gracie saying, what does she talk about? Gracie, you're the most active one in the chat. In fact, Nightbot says you're my most active chatter. So you can't say you don't know what to say. She's saying, I don't know what I would say if I come up there. I'm like, Nightbot says the data shows you're my most active chatter. So that doesn't sound like you don't know what to say.
I think she's pulling wool over your eyes.
Yes, I pulled my leg. The 30th. So Mystic Unicorn's birthday is the very last. I mean, January 30th.
Right, I'm just going to, for a moment, so keep the chat going. I'm just going to go and change me water.
Okay.
I'll be back in a minute or two.
Oh, I'll show you the artwork I've been working on, everybody, that I finished this week. This week I finished it. On Monday, I put out a video that shows my 36-inch round canvas that I finished painting. But right now I could show you what I finished painting today. 12 by 16 inches, guardian angel, a guardian angel with who's protecting my inner child, and she'll be my art guardian angel for the year 2020. Protecting that could be just a child, or it could be protecting my inner child. And their hair is braided together right here. Her hair and her hair is braided. Where is it? Is braided together right there. That shows a connection. The other thing that shows the connection is that they're both wearing the same necklace. They're both wearing gold crowns, so that shows their connection. Under the wing right here, under the wing is I wrote all under here, all the things that I would like protection for. I think protection for the year of 2020. All the things and people I'd like protection for. And I wrote that under this, but you can't see it. I mean, it's been covered over with collage and paint. This is mixed media on watercolor paper, mixed media on block watercolor paper. Oh, see the gold? Ooh. It's Sargent metallic gold paint. And I did this inspired by the artist, one of the artists that's teaching Lifebook 2020. Well, the head of it is Tamara Laporte. She hosts all of Lifebook 2020. It's a year-long online art classes for really good. It was a really good deal. Only $120 for and that's $120 for a year long of like 2 and 3 classes a week, 2 and 3 lessons a week. Hours and hours and hours, like hundreds of hours of video time.
Right, I'm back. I'll be back.
You are okay. You're back, right?
I am back. Apparently, either that or somebody's.
You said
secretly,
back, and you said I'll be back. Well, I guess because you were imitating that guy.
Themselves as me. I might be a clone of myself. You know, it's been quite trendy this week to clone everybody.
That's gonna be all like in the future. People aren't gonna know who's human, who's clone, and all that.
No, I'm on about YouTube cloning. I'm doing some lost and found here, and just blending little bits, because I think that's probably the key to the entire painting. Losing the edges.
Just for a few minutes, I have family sleeping.
Oh,
she says, if I want her to pop on panel just for a few minutes. Well, I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link, Gracie.
There you go. See these edges here? They've kind of blended now into the painting, into the rest of the painting, which that's what we want to do. We want to get rid of strong, harsh edges.
Hard edges, right.
Yeah, especially in background.
Yeah, especially, the background, I know, it needs to be all loose and
There we go. And I'm happy with that now. And it's just a matter of getting some water and just neat water and getting them to blend into each other. Let's see if I can. Yeah.
Is that your Chinese brush?
Yeah, that's that Chinese brush. Honestly, it's one of my favourite brushes now. And it were only a couple, what you would, I would say, about $3 or $4. So, and you would pay
but a lot of
for
things
something.
come from China. You probably, your other brushes probably come from China.
You know, if
here's Gracie. That's a traditional like Chinese brush, right?
If it says, even if it says, even if it's an American brand.
How do I change my camera on here?
You look at the camera.
You don't need it though, do you? You don't need your camera.
No, you don't need your camera.
Do I go?
You press on the camera.
Can hear you.
Out. Oh, you don't need it. There you go. You're done.
There you go.
You're fine. You're fine. You're fine because I put him on the big screen. I put Ian on the big screen. Oh, thanks for joining us.
So what have you got to say for yourself then, Gracie? What have you been up to?
Well, I've been doing a lot of art today, actually, Ian. Yeah.
Have you been shopping recently? For any art equipment?
Yes, she told me.
Yeah.
Have you? You naughty. What have I told you about going shopping for art equipment?
I know, it's terrible.
You'll end up becoming an art equipment junkie like Diana.
I know.
Like me?
Like Diana, yeah.
Almost like me. That's right. I haven't bought any art supplies in a few weeks.
Yeah, I see. You've not bought things in a few weeks.
Yeah, but I do. I only want to buy what I need. I don't want to add any. Actually, the only new thing that I was gonna add is if I was something brand new that like some company has come out with, so that I can be one of the first people to do a review. That's the only way I'm gonna buy something new, like some product that, like there is yeah, that's not going to be till the end of February. That Tim Holtz Ranger Tim Holtz comes out with some new alcohol ink products, and I definitely I want to jump on that and be one of the first people to review it.
That's
so that because that way you get more views on a video. So that I get that there's that's not till end of February. But besides that, like my white oil pastel is running down, and I would just like to buy one big giant white oil pastel.
Ooh.
I think you can get them, but
I'm gonna look. I was just gonna look and see what they have. I don't know if they have it.
Yeah, like I forget what there's a company in America that makes gigantic. They're about an inch thick. They look like candles, and they're oil
sticks. You're talking about oil sticks?
I don't know.
They're like
what's the difference between an oil stick and an oil pastel?
Yeah, you know what I think the difference is? No. Okay, so there's oil paint sticks, and I think they're more like oil paint than oil pastel. Like oil pastel is sticky, but it never it doesn't have to dry like oil paint would have to dry. But it's the R&F Handmade Paint Company, because that's where I used to buy my paint supplies. Because oil paint is compatible with encaustic. Acrylic is not compatible with encaustic, but oil paint is compatible with encaustic. So that's why the R&F Handmade Paint Company sells encaustic paint, but they also sell oil sticks, like oil sticks for drawing that you can draw and color with your encaustic paints. I don't know if that's what you're talking about, because they sell like little and jumbo oil sticks.
I'll see what. I'll see what. This is not a white one. It's.
I'm gonna have to call the R&F Paint Company actually and ask them, like, with your oil stick, is it similar to an oil pastel? I actually have to call and ask them.
I think oil pastels have a lot more wax in them, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. That's what it is. Yeah.
It's a wax to oil ratio thing, isn't it? Because you can literally paint with an oil an oil stick, a proper
Yeah,
big
you can.
oil
Yeah,
stick.
that's
you
what
can
I'm
paint
saying.
with it.
It's more like oil paint than an oil pastel would be.
Yeah.
I'd like to get myself some of those.
Oil sticks?
Not oil sticks. No, this is the thing I'm thinking about.
What is it?
Can I find it?
Ooh.
I can't see. What is that?
It's literally an oil stick.
Ah.
But what
Well-
you're supposed to use it for is putting over as a mask.
Ah.
Wait a minute. So it's not. It's more oil. It's more oil paint than oil pastel.
Well, it's a great big wax. It's almost it's like an oily candle, basically.
Yeah.
And you
Oh,
just
yes.
draw with it, and that creates a barrier.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately I've permanent series.
A barrier. So that means that
Yeah, well, people use it as a barrier, but it's not that what it's for. It's just I got
That
the
would
wrong one actually. It's slightly tinted. This.
Well, I know if you wanted big oil,
supposed to be
jumbo
white.
oil sticks, you would get it at R&F Handmade Paint Company.
Unfortunately,
I not heard of that.
Yeah, they're US company. R
Fabulous Medium.
and then ampersand the ampersand and R and F
Medium.
Frank Handmade
Permanent
Paint
rating.
Company. They mostly make encaustic paint. They're known for their encaustic paints.
Well,
Wow.
I got this from the people who do brush show, and they do a lot of encaustic
Oh, I love
stuff.
those. Yeah.
Russia. I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, them things that you sprinkle on,
Yeah.
and you put water on it, and it goes. Whoosh.
Oh, that's Magicals by Lindy.
Yeah, well, that's the American company that does a similar thing.
Mica has mica in it.
Well, it's not just mica. The water soluble crystal inks.
Okay, well, Magicals are powdered pigment that have mica in them, and you spray them with water and they activate them. And they Lindy's company makes really good ones.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't really use that many oil pastels. I haven't got too many of those.
No, I'm pretty much a big mixed media person.
Yeah, mixed media is great.
I do little bits of things like brush show, but I'm not a purist in watercolors, but I tend to stick to,
I would think you are pretty much you pretty much stick to. I mean, no. I mean, like when you do a watercolor, it's pure watercolor.
Yeah.
Well, you don't really need anything.
Dabble in other things like acrylic, and you dabble in digital art, but when you do watercolor, it's pure watercolor.
The thing is about watercolors is you don't need anything else. Everything you need to do a watercolor painting is already there for you.
Right.
So I mean, apart from maybe occasionally, you might want to add a mask or something like that, and that's it.
Yeah.
All you need is your water, and your
and you can use candlesticks. I use candlesticks for seascapes, for the white parts of the ocean.
Yeah.
And, that works really well.
Oh, and how do you remove the wax?
Sometimes.
You don't know.
Sometimes you can. It depends on what paper you're using, but
yeah.
If I've got, I better put them away. These again are made by that company who make brush show, and the candle, it is pure wax.
Yeah.
I use candlesticks. I mean, you can use, if you're going to be using white paper, and this is pure clear wax, although it looks white.
Yeah, but that's more pointy, right. So that's good. Like with a candlestick, unless you use a knife and whittle it down, you wouldn't have a.
You just get an old pencil sharpener, because you don't need a new one. An old one will do it. Just put, if it's a candle like that or something, and just sharpen it.
Just sharpen it, yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
and you draw your thing on it. I'm not going to do it on this because it'll spoil it. And it works perfectly fine. Once you've done with it and you think, oh, I want to put some more colour over it, on some papers, not all, you can actually vigorously, if you've got a decent rubber that globulates like that.
You mean a kneaded eraser? Like
no, not a kneaded eraser.
Just
You
ordinary.
see how this has got little bits on ends of it.
Yeah.
That's where the pencil has grabbed into the rubber, and that comes off. Just comes off. So what you can do with that, and I have tested it on certain papers, is you can rub into the wax, and eventually all the wax actually conglomerates together, and you can then paint over it. But that's only on certain papers. So you have to do the experimenting beforehand. And all that is wax. It's clear wax. It's not white wax. You can go and get sticks of white, but always remember that that's going to be white.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
If you're putting it on white paper, it don't matter. But if you've already painted something that's green, for example, and then you start, going over that area, it's going to leave a white mark on it, whereas this will not. It's transparent. So there's also I love these. Not always easy to get hold of. You go on things like Amazon or something like that, and they say, "Oh, not available at the moment." So I ended up going. I actually went to the shop in Sheffield where they make them, and
nice.
Got them to give me some. Not give me some, but they had some in the shop. So we're getting. So there's another yellow flower there that we've just started to bed in, and another one here. But we're gonna. I'm gonna take a bit of that out.
So will you have four tulips or 3?
Well, there's these in the background here. They're 2 separate ones.
Oh, okay.
There's a reddish one and a yellowish one there, right? There's 2 yellow ones here, one there and one there. And in the center, which is the centerpiece of the picture, there's a purple one.
Oh, that's going to be purple in the middle?
Well, it's like a magenta. You know tulips that are like a very light magenta.
Yeah.
Oh, very light. You're not meaning lavender?
Well, it's difficult because lavender's very, very, very pastel. This is got a bit of bite to it.
Yeah.
It's like a very, I would say it's an incredibly light magenta. But I mean, you could make it whatever color you wanted it.
That's the brusho.
So, yeah, I'm just taking bits out to give.
I really like the Sennelier watercolors now, Ian. Now that I've played with them for a bit, I really like them.
Sennelier watercolors, right?
Yeah.
They're a type of paint that you have to get used to.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more about the layers.
Yeah.
They're very good at layering in glazes, and your first initial layer, it don't do an awful lot. It looks weak, but once you then glaze over, you can see you've got with Sennelier, you've got much more control over the glazing capacity and the thin, transparent layers.
Yeah.
So if you're going to have a go at doing that, fluffy flowery kind of technique, then yeah, get some. If you can afford them, get some Senneliers because they're good at glazing.
They've got some really good. They've got some really good deals. I got most of my Sennelier by £2 a tube.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, so I bought red. I kind of bought the primary colours first, one by one, and that's kind of how I've built up my pro paints, really. Instead.
If you're going into getting hold of pro watercolors, for example,
yeah,
Sennelier is a good way to start because their watercolors are very good. I'm not saying that they're the absolute best, and they are actually quite hard to get used to at first.
Yeah, they are.
But once you have got used to them, there's nothing like them.
They're very vibrant.
Nearest you'll get in America to Sennelier is M. Graham's.
Oh, yeah, M. Graham's, yeah.
Now they're again. I mean, in America, if you've got somewhere where you can get M. Graham's,
yeah,
get them because they are very good.
What are they called?
M. Graham's.
Oh, I don't know.
M. Grams. In America, I think you call it M. Grams, but I'm more than sure that it's called M. Graham's.
M. Graham's, I think.
Skeeter just came in and he just said, "Yum, ice cream explosion."
It's not far off, is it? So we've got this one now, all right, and that's like a very vibrant yellow on red.
What's that colour red? What's the name of the colour?
It's probably Sennelier red, which I'm not sure at this moment in time is. I couldn't tell you what the.
They're amazing colours.
That's one thing with Sennelier is they don't always give you the names of the colours. They don't call it ultramarine blue or
really?
There's a lot of schemes. But it's not that they've got their own colour schemes, it's the names. Some of them the name strangely like Sennelier Super Red or something like that.
Yeah,
and then you've got to go and look at you've got to go and then look at the pigment number.
Yeah.
And look it up on internet, and then you go, oh right, it's Pyrrole Red.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but a lot of companies do that with certain colours, but Sennelier tend to do it a lot more than most, which is nothing wrong with that. They can call them whatever they want. It might be a copyright thing.
Yeah, it could be.
You know? Because I mean, some companies are bold enough to. I mean, like ultramarine blue, for example. A company might turn around and say, "Oh well, we make that, and we've copyrighted that name, so no one else can use it."
Yeah, I can imagine that actually. Yeah.
I'm using that. I'm using that as an extreme.
The TV up too loud, and oh wait a minute, if it's just a movie, it's only never. It's music. Sometimes he plays music too loud, and I have to tell him because I has to turn it down because of a copyright problem. But never mind. I still have to. I'll be right back.
Oh.
I still have to tell him to try to turn it down a little.
Time to put some earplugs in. The trials of.
Oh, copyright! Everything's copyright.
Well, it's ridiculous because there's some things that are quite absolutely not copyright.
Exactly.
And yet there's people who are bold enough to claim that that's their copyright.
I know, yeah. Like what you said with the ultramarine blue, I can imagine that. I can imagine
I'm not saying. I'm just using that as an example, but there are, there are some organisations who are bold enough to go, well, we make it,
Yeah.
we're going to copyright it because nobody else has. It's that pure greed.
Yeah.
And I hate companies like that.
Me too. I don't like companies
I
like that.
really, really can't stand corporate misinterpretation of copyright.
Yeah.
Because it invalidates my copyright. If I make something, somebody can get away with copyright infringement against me because some other companies tried it on before, and they go, "Oh, you're just trying it on."
Yeah.
And you go, what? And then legitimate people who have legitimate rights to copy of things
Yeah.
lose out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm starting to get to the point now where I think I need to get a move on because it's just after 10 o'clock here in the UK.
Oh, yeah, it is. I've just noticed.
And we finish at 11. So I'm going to focus my attention on this flower here. But what I'll do first is, because this flower and this flower are slightly in the background, I'm going to fuzz them out a bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to dry them first.
Okie doke.
So my pink lightsaber is about to start. You can talk, That's right, people can hear you.
I can't see the chat though.
Well, have you not got it up on YouTube?
I'm a bit scared to like press things on mine because the last time I did it, I lost my live stream.
It can't be any worse than what I've had the last couple of days. It's been a nightmare.
Really?
Uploading.
Oh no.
It took nearly 2 days. You know that latest video that I've done with that cow?
Oh yeah.
It took 2 days to get that uploaded.
Oh yeah.
2 days.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, yeah. So
that's a nightmare.
I'm gonna move that out of the way because the next thing to do is what we're gonna do, again in keeping with what we've been doing in we're gonna they still need to have edges, these, but in certain areas I'm just gonna squish the edges out.
Yeah, because they're kind of ruffled, aren't they, on some tulips? They're a bit like ruffled up.
It just helps with that
blending it out kind of thing.
Yeah, just making it look as though it's ever so slightly in the background.
Yeah.
Because that's all it is. It's directly behind that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to that kind of realism,
I like that. That's nice the way you just blended those colours outwards. Yeah.
And to some extent, these effects a little. You can control them.
Yeah.
But they can also they're not always controllable, as it were.
Mm. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Don't try fighting against it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Do you find that Semenier can be a bit thick, the paint, when you first, like when you first, it seems to me to be a thicker paint maybe than.
What you might find is it's a paint that has. You need to think about it as more of a transparent painting tool.
Yeah.
It has honey in it, which makes it a thicker. It makes it thicker.
Okay. Onion. Yeah.
I'm just gonna put a little bit.
Why do you think they put onion in? Is that to?
It's a thing to keep. So it helps activate the paint easier. So I don't have to work it really hard to get it to allow paint out.
I'm back. What are you talking about?
We're talking about why Sennelier paint sometimes is a bit thicker than your average paint, and that's because it has honey in it.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Honey, Honey.
Honey, yeah, that thing that comes out of a bee's bum.
Oh.
Or whatever. I don't know.
Hello, Lulu.
That's what I got told. I'm no expert on bees, but that's how we're told it comes out of a bee's bum. I don't know. I've only ever had honey once, and it were in a cup of really hot coffee that had been made with milk, and they said, "Oh yeah, have a bit of honey in this instead of some sugar." I thought, yeah, I'm game for a laugh. And I had a teaspoon of sugar of honey in it.
What was it like?
It blew my head off.
It was horrible.
No, it blew my head off. It was like so strong. Honestly, I was like this rest of the day. It was like there was that much sugar in it. I was going. I'm not saying. I'm not saying that I'm not saying that I'm like honey intolerant or anything like that, but it really gave me shakes.
It blew your head off.
I can post people's comments, like highlight people's comments.
You can do if you want.
Lulu and more. Welcome.
You're the host.
I know, but I always forgot about that feature. I forget about that feature when I have you on as a guest artist. If I'm just on by myself, like not doing art but just like talking, then I remember that feature. I'm going to use that feature right now.
Go for it.
Who's in the chat? Because I can't see chat.
Lulu and Moore just joined us. And
is this flower painting a bit boring?
I think it's the weather that's been making people sick.
Probably.
For the most part, no, the weather's not been making me sick. I worked with germy children for 25 years, though, every day, hundreds of kids for 25 years, and I got sick only sometimes. So whenever they say, something's going around, I just laugh. I'm like, something's always going around. Come on.
People get sick.
Some people come down with it, and some people don't. Like, for the most part, I get sick only sometimes with the cold thing.
I'm pretty good. I don't usually.
I don't know what colour that is.
I won't jinx it and say that.
I tell you what, it might be.
I hope you feel better soon, Mystic.
It might be alizarin crimson.
Oh, the Lori Files. Join us. Hi. Hi, Lori. Hi, Lori.
Files, is that? Yeah.
Yeah, she's called the Lori Files. She's from Australia.
I think I were under her lives the other day.
It's okay, guys. Gracie found her reading glasses. I can now read.
Right.
I keep losing them. I need some string around my.
That's why you have to put it around your neck. My magnifying glass, I have that around my neck.
Yeah.
Gracie, that would be very, very Larry Grayson of you.
Yeah. I was just thinking that actually. Yeah.
Nobody in America will understand that.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Was he the one that says, shut that door?
Shut that door. Larry Grayson.
Shut the front door.
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
He used to on a Saturday night, he used to host a program called Generation Game.
That's it, yeah.
Families used to come on, and they used to get them to do all sorts of silly things.
Proper
he was hosting. One of his catchphrases was "Shut that door."
Shut that door.
No, they say instead of swearing, they say "Shut the front door."
do they?
Well,
Yeah, like instead of saying, oh, like instead of saying like a swear word, they'll like to show an exclamation. They'll say like instead of saying, you know, like a swear word, they'll say, "Shut the front door."
there you go. That works.
Not one I've ever come across, but there you
When they
go.
can't believe something, when exclamation and they can't not believe something.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
Lori wants to know how we're doing. I'm doing good, Lori. I completed two pieces of artwork this week. My video on Monday will show my 36-inch round canvas that I finished. And before, in between break time, I've been showing my and I have it on my Facebook. I've been showing my 12 by 16-inch mixed media painting that I created of a guardian angel for 2020. How are you, Lori?
Yeah, very graceful.
Let's see. Madonna's here. Hi, Madonna.
Hi, Madonna. You all right?
Hello.
Oh, Jen's Wild About Art's here. She's from Australia too. Hi, Madonna.
Oh, I like the owl painting. Very nice.
That's in her. Yeah, you painted that, Madonna, in your avatar icon. That's probably one of her paintings, right?
That's beautiful owl. I love owls. I like painting.
Starting to get these preliminary leaves in. Hey, listen, you're talking to the least expert person on flowers on the planet. I don't even know whether they're leaves or petals or whatever.
Oh, no, those are the petals. The leaves are always green. The leaves are green. Those are the petals.
Yeah,
I know that much. I mean, I'm not a big expert on flowers, but I do know that.
You know what I mean? If it were up to me, I'd concrete my garden over.
Yeah, we wanted to do that. We have a gravel area, which we don't grow anything but grass. Even though we put landscape cloth down way underneath, after a couple of years, that stuff's just gonna come in. Weeds come up through the gravel, and we would want to concrete the area, but whoa, it's very expensive. Where we live, concreting the gravel area that I'm talking about is very expensive.
It is, but what you do beforehand is you dig it out and you put a sand down that's been treated, and add all the things that could potentially grow, weeded out of it, and then you put
Oh, Chrissy Canvas Art's here.
Hi, Chrissy.
Call it something akin to anthrax in it, so it don't grow.
That's funny.
Jen's Wild About Art's here. She came in before Chrissy Canvas Art, so I'm putting her up. Hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
I
liked your draft painting this week. I think you painted it this week or last week. Your draft painting was really awesome. She painted with gouache.
Oh, nice.
And
it was her from her own photo that she took from like giraffes that she could be up close with.
Oh, I love giraffes.
Yes,
giraffes. Has that giraffe had its baby yet? Or am I a bit behind me?
I've got no idea.
I don't know. Does Jen know about that? A giraffe, some famous giraffe was pregnant?
Last year, some giraffe they were like live recording it all last year.
I think I remember that.
Oh, were it? I don't know. Or am I just? I mean, I'm
Chrissy Canvas Art, I thought you just got here. Did I miss that? Oh, Chrissy, if I missed that you came in, I'm sorry. I didn't goodbye. I thought, oh my God, did I forget? Did I not see that she came in? I'm sorry, Chrissy, if I didn't notice that you came in.
This is based on the fact that Chrissy did a painting of a tulip a couple of weeks ago. And
she did?
I went rooting around on the internet and I found this and I thought, yeah, I could do that.
I like the way you've positioned the flowers. I like, how they're kind of overlapping and that kind of thing. Like that.
So I'm steadily building it up.
Yeah.
And there's certain areas that I'm going to pull a lot of paint out now.
Oh, she's been here. Oh, Chrissy
she-
Kevin, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't see you. Oh my goodness, I didn't notice when you came in. I'm so sorry.
she's normally in anyway.
Maybe it was when I took the one break. I'm scrolling.
I mean, honestly, guys, I can't see any of you.
I'm out
So
of the chat.
It's my fault. And it was
No.
when I took a break. Maybe it was when I took a break, and I'm
I
scrolling up, and I'm like, I'm scrolling up. Oh, where is it?
I can't see the chat because the last time I went on,
I didn't see where she came in. I can't. Even when I scroll up, maybe I'm still missing it.
The last time when I did a live stream and I went to view on my YouTube page, I lost my whole live stream, so I don't press anything now. Oh, I can't see the chat.
Take care. And now here's Jen's comment.
Jen, hi Jen.
So I've got that line.
Put the comment on. Hey, Ian, can you read Ian and Ian Gracie? Can you read the comment when I post it?
Yeah. I got the comment. Yep. We have lots of baby animals at our zoos.
Oh. What have they been brought in because of fires and that?
Oh yeah, of course.
I saw something on the news about animal centres being inundated with little animals and stuff like that.
Oh,
I didn't type.
Well, what they'll have to do is send them over to Britain and America.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
We'll have some koalas.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that we feed them.
Yeah.
They might be a bit cold, but they're pretty furry animals, aren't they?
Yeah, they're cute. They're like little teddy bears.
They'll survive, I think.
Yeah, they're cute. Oh, baby hippo. Oh,
A baby hippo.
And then she says there's, and then Chrissy Cam's Art says she was watching Jen and me at the same time. I think she's saying that. She said she couldn't type in both. Because it wasn't you. She couldn't type in both.
I thought it might be something like that.
Right.
Set up everywhere for the baby animal. Well, probably for all the animals.
Diana, what's that word before the word Sue? Oh,
Peggy Sue, Peggy Sue.
You talking about a song?
No, there was something on Jen's comment before this one, and it said something in front of Sue, and I couldn't.
Okay, hold on. So cute. No, wait. There's a baby hippo there. It's so cute.
Baby hippo. I tell you what I like.
Zoo at Werribee Zoo. That's called Werribee Zoo.
Right, got you. Thank you.
I tell you what I'd have if I could have it in that garden. One of those pygmy hippopotamuses.
Oh, I like those. They're cute.
Pygmy hippopotamuses?
A pygmy hippopotami, aye. Yeah.
Oh, they must be only in Australia?
No, I don't think they are in Australia. I think they're from, I don't know, I think they're Africa.
I don't know. I think
where are they, in Africa? Pygmies?
I don't know. They might actually be South American. I don't know. I'm not sure. Come on, chat. Tell us where they're from. Pygmy hippopotami.
Jen would probably know, or Lori if she's here. Lori or Jen probably know.
Yeah.
And then we can go and pick one up from wherever they are. Hey, so much been on news last day or so about smuggling things. A guy, a billionaire, he's bought a Picasso original. It's not one of his best paintings.
Oh,
It's
hi,
not
Lord.
one of- honestly, it's a bit average. If you didn't know, if it didn't say Picasso written on it, you would have thought,
Yeah.
This is a bit average. You know, it's not one of his better pieces, right?
Yeah.
And he's tried to like bring it out at country to take to his private gallery. This billionaire guy, and he's been like arrested for taking it out at country because it's a national treasure.
Really? Wow.
I mean, he's actually bought. He's
Take
bought
out of
it
which country? Spain?
at Spain.
Oh dear.
So he can't actually. It's something he owns. He can't even take out of the country.
Yeah. Apparently.
That's
You would think if he bought it, he could.
Well, you would have thought so, wouldn't you?
Yeah. What was he? A millionaire? Billionaire?
He's a billionaire.
He shouldn't be he shouldn't be arrested for it.
Well, if you take something out of country,
Anyway,
having the correct,
he's so rich, he'll just
having the correct, you know, stamps and everything. If I sent a painting over to you in America and it didn't have the correct notifications,
Yeah.
you could get arrested.
I won't get arrested, but there might be a fine in the.
Fine.
Yeah, they probably say, "Excuse me, you owe this duty."
Probably. Is that the rake brush, Mr. Jackson?
Eh?
Is that your rake brush?
It is me rake brush. And
Anyway, Laurie says he's a billionaire and he can afford all the lawyers he needs.
Oh yeah, I mean, he could just like get best lawyer in the world and just tell him to stick it where it's sun, don't shine.
I like that answer. He's a billionaire who could afford a load of lawyers. Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm getting into detail now, so I'm at the point where
Lori Files is an artist, and so is Jen. She's an art channel, and so does Jen's Wild Man Art has art channels. Both of them have art channels.
Any of you guys who've not like had a look at some of our newer members who come on here now?
Yeah,
go and have a look because they are artists, and we all try to support one another, don't we?
Yeah. I befriended Jen yesterday. She's really
I belong to both of their channels. Yeah.
The Lori Files. I'll have to go and join her YouTube later.
Yes, I think I don't. I watched one. I don't know if do you know my YouTube day blurs into one.
Yeah,
it honestly does. It blurs into one my YouTube day because I forget who it is who I've watched and who I haven't watched or who I've.
Yeah, I know. It's too much.
Did I go on a live stream with that person or did anything?
I know it's hard to remember it all.
Same. Yeah, me too.
Not that I don't remember the contents and things like that. I do. You see lots of really good bits of information on it.
It's just too much, isn't it, to remember?
The main thing is if you put out a video and you see who comments on your video, I go to their channel and check them and watch something of theirs and comment and stuff. So because that's an active subscriber of mine if they're going to do that. So for me to go and check out all the people that didn't comment, it's hard to remember all those people. Well, that's right. Come up under recommended, then you're reminded and all that.
It's a lot harder, isn't it? Well, that's what they call is it ad subscribing by actually putting a comment in.
Subscriber. I love the veins that you've got on those petals, Ian.
Yeah, I'm doing it, but I'm really conscious of the fact that I don't want to overdo detail.
Yeah.
So.
You don't wanna, yeah. That's the thing with flowers. You don't want to make them. What's the word? What was it you just said? Too fussy.
Flowers are very, very soft, delicate things.
Yeah.
On the whole, they are anyway.
Yeah.
So you've got to be really careful. And I'm no expert at this by any means. The people who get that floweriness absolutely perfect.
I tell you who's I don't know if you like Anna Mason art, but I sometimes watch her occasionally. I think she's good. But she does everything with the most tiniest little brush known to man, and I don't know if I could do it with such a tiny brush.
I'm not. If you notice, I mean, this is the smallest brush I've used.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not a big exponent of like doing things really
tiny brushes.
Doing things tiny and detailed does not get you this soft, washy kind of. It won't do.
Yes, but your Chinese brush has that point on it, so that counts for a tiny brush because it has that point on it.
But have I used that? I haven't. I've used. This is the smallest brush I've used, and that's to some people that would be biggest brush that use.
Yeah.
You know, it's you get randomness through having a lack of control over your brush.
Jen said she did a dolphin impersonation, and then she said LOL, the things she does for art.
Yeah, they're really intelligent dolphins, aren't they? Apparently.
Do you know what I nearly did? I nearly went.
Oh, that's a seal.
Yeah, they're cute.
Honestly,
they're cute. Seals.
Yeah. On the subject of that brush that you've just been on about,
the bait brush.
No, this Chinese. I don't know what all these words are.
Is that a Chinese calligraphy brush?
It's a Chinese calligraphy brush, yeah, ink calligraphy brush. And look at the point on the edge there. I mean, it's razor blade sharp, that point.
Oh, that's like a little small brush.
Yeah.
It's not at the end there. It holds a lot. It's. I tell you what, it reminds me of. There are some brushes called pinhead brushes. Sorry, needle head brushes, and they have a really thick end to the brush there, and then it tapers off really, really long.
Yeah.
To a very fine point, and it's for doing like really fine lines.
Is that a bit like what you would call a liner brush? Is that kind of similar to?
No, to be honest with you, no, because here's a liner brush. Here's a box standard liner brush, right?
Yeah, Excuse me.
A liner brush is
I have a liner brush. I don't think I've used it yet.
Very straight.
Yeah.
And long.
It's long and straight, and it's got a point. Right?
Long bristles.
This isn't. Look how thick it is at the end.
And it's a lot shorter as well, isn't it?
No, it's exactly the same.
Oh, is it? Is it the same length?
If you look.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Bye-bye, Lori. Lori has to go and feed her animals.
Oh, bye. Bye-bye.
We'll catch you later.
Are you guys all right with me staying on, or?
Yeah, it's great.
Okay.
It's great being on.
I'm not gonna be that much longer, actually, to be honest with you.
It is.
We had a lot of people watch, and even though they're not participating in the chat, we had 14, and now we got 13.
Oh, that's quite a lot.
People, they're not in the chat, but I guess they're watching.
Yeah.
Nah.
Thank you for those people just looking and listening. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Now this is drying off a bit. What I want to do is get a little bit of dry brush working, but not too much.
Wait, let me see. You're painting.
Jen says, awesome seal impersonation, Ian.
I know. I'm famed throughout the land for doing seal impersonation.
Really?
I almost won. Britain's Got Talent.
Really?
Not really. I mean, it's false news, that, but.
It's really interactive. says Jen.
Yeah, I wonder what she's talking about there. I have to read up.
Yeah. I hate it when I can't see chat.
Yeah, that's okay. I'll keep you up to date.
Thank you.
That's why when I post the comments up, that helps.
Yeah. I don't know how you do that yet. I haven't got that far.
No, it's pretty easy. Okay, you go over, like, okay, you look on the left on StreamYard, and then you put the mouse, you run the mouse over somebody's comment. You run the mouse, and then all of a sudden it grays out, and then it says a plus mark, and it says show. So then you just press on the plus mark, and you press on the plus sign, and it'll put it up on the screen.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That's good to know. I'll try that next time.
You just hover the mouse over the person's comment, and you'll see it'll come up.
Cool.
Right, I think.
Have you decided what we're going to paint for when I'm on your panel? Yeah, or is that
you already said what you're going to paint? An agave?
I know.
Something else?
What was it I said I was going to paint?
An agave plant and something else.
Right. Okay. That's cool.
Right, so a little bit of right. To make sure that these don't look as though they're just floating in midair.
We're going to put a stem in.
You're going to put stems on them?
Put a stem on. You can't really see this stem very well, but I will.
I can see that.
Hint at it.
Yep. Jen says there are three-way communications with you guys. Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
And Madonna's laughing at Ian.
Why?
Madonna,
seal.
What is that laughing? Let me see, or maybe it's just smiley faces. Hold on.
Oh,
I haven't interrupted you guys too much, have I? That's the only thing I tend to do if I'm on panel. I get a bit. I hope I haven't interrupted anybody.
Oh no! Don't worry. Well, no, you haven't. I try to not do that, and it always happens. And I try not to, and I try to improve.
Yeah,
it's hard. Sometimes all of a sudden, me and Ian start talking, and I'm like, and then we're both talking, and then I'm like, okay, then I got to stop, and then I wait and see what. And then we run into each other and walk over each other, and then I try to avoid. I try to not do that.
Yeah,
I'm
That's
not.
the only thing I'm worried about. That's the only thing I worry about when I'm on panel. Try not to interrupt when talking.
No, you're doing great.
Just say what you've got to say, and try and be brief about it. If you know that someone else is,
Yeah, that's true.
At that time, say what you and if you've interrupted somebody in the middle of the flow, apologise.
Yeah.
It's only just normal,
I'd be saying I have to say I'm sorry all night long.
Yeah, but don't get into the habit of apologising every 30 seconds for everything that you're doing.
What? Just give one apology one big apology at the end.
There you go. Yeah.
No, it's appropriate to apologise if you've butted into what somebody's saying at the time when it's being said, but don't keep saying I'm sorry, but I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, because that can, for a viewer, that can become a bit annoying.
Yeah, monotonous.
Or what about Ian? Like when we're talking at the same time, that's hard.
It can be.
Stop talking.
But you don't have to apologise every time you butt in on me.
Okay.
Not really.
Oh, that's good. And then Jen says I'm a chatterbox, and she says I never shush.
I hear you, Jen. I hear you.
There you go.
Yeah. Jen, are you on Facebook? Because if you want to come up on panel sometime, you don't have to show your face, just like this. Be on panel one Friday with us.
Why don't Jen come up now for a bit?
Oh no,
I mean, I'm not far off. I'm not far off done.
Oh, Ian! Wow.
I'm just softening all edges around it and everything. I mean, unfortunately for you guys, you're not going to see all vibrant colours that I'm seeing in front of me.
The tulips have good shape, good form to them. The yellow tulip. Wait, the yellow tulip you didn't develop as much.
No, because yellow, to be frank, it don't. It's quite an opaque thing.
Yeah.
I could. I mean, I could. I could. Let's see if we can get some sort of neutralization.
I don't mean the one in the back. The one that's number 3 on that side.
Yeah, that one there.
That are up close.
I mean,
Bobby.
Hi, Bobby.
He's been here watching. Oh, let's see. Let's put up his comment. Bobby's been here watching. He's been okay. Hold on. Let's see. What Bobby said.
I have been here watching, but busy taking care of other things at the same time. Hello, everyone, and thumbs up and ring her bell.
Thank you. Thanks, Bobby. Thanks for being here. We got 11 people watching. That's pretty good right now.
I've just added a little teeny weeny bit of coloration into that. That's all it needs, because it's not. It's just you know, it's a secondary. That's the main thing. I just want to.
She wants to come on panel. Jen does. Sorry.
Let her come on. Let her come on for a while. There's room.
Yeah, there's room.
Oh, Jen says she is on Facebook. Oh my God! But I'm not on her. I'm not a Facebook friend of hers yet.
Oh,
that means I have to publicly put the channel. I have to publicly.
You know how to do it. Pick up the once you get a song in the chat, pick it up and then go to it, and then she can take it off. Then, can't she?
Yeah.
That's what I have to do. I have to like immediately delete. I have to leave it up until she can get on there.
Well, let Jen tell you that she's got it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jen. Okay, I put up the link, and then you say I got it, and that way I can delete it.
Yeah, we have to do that on mine, don't we?
For the most part, I like to try to. That's why I ask if you're on Facebook, because that's how I send these links to everybody. Is I send it to them in Instant Messenger.
I'll get Jen to send you a.
Oh, wait a minute. She says she's going to find me on Facebook. And I'm Diana Art on Facebook. If you're trying to look for me up, look here, Jen. Here's how you look. I'm not under Artfully Yours with Diana on Facebook. Look here, Jen. Here I am. This is how you find me on Facebook. Yeah, that's my name on Facebook. And your hobbies. Oh wait, Jen, I think I found you. I forget if I found you on Facebook today. I forget.
Well, you both need to friend one another, don't you?
I think I found Jen on Facebook today. Hold on, let me check.
It's Jen's Wild About Art.
I know, but that's not what she is under Facebook. And I think I noticed it was somebody that sounded similar to her. I think I'm already a Facebook friend. Let me check. Oh, she sent me a friend request already. Hold on. No, that's wait.
So send that.
No, that's not
request.
her. I have to see who this is. No, that's somebody else.
Anyway, hiya, Bobby. Sorry, I'm concentrating on this.
Yeah, hello, Bobby. They're really vibrant colours, those, aren't they, the Scenario?
They are very vibrant, yeah.
Yeah. I love that red colour.
That's why I like using them for if I do flowers.
Yeah.
They're really high impact colours. They don't always work for certain things.
No.
And they're very hard to neutralise.
Mm-hmm.
They're really hard to neutralise?
Yeah, because they're such vibrant, strong colours. Most of the colours. I'll show you. I'll show you my palette now. I can't get it all on in one thing, but
I love that palette.
Look how strongly vibrant. These are your darks and browns, but even your light greeny colours and things like that, even they've got a certain vibrancy to them.
Mm-hmm.
Your blues.
Is that purple? Is that
purple? Probably are. That's purple, probably.
Yeah.
Your
what I used to
it's either magenta or it's alizarin crimson.
Yeah.
It's difficult to tell. And then you got your reds, and then you got your yellows, which are look how strongly
They're
in your
strong,
face.
aren't
They are very strong. They're very, very strong.
Yeah.
Don't always work that, because really watercolor is supposed to be pastel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Watercolor is supposed to be pastel?
Yeah, well, not heavily vibrant. But traditional watercolor is more a pastel, muted,
Transparent.
transparent, and
yeah, I know, translucent and transparent, but usually I thought the colors could still be vibrant.
Depends what you call it. Depends what you call vibrant.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
we got a thumbs down.
Thumbs down.
Oh, I always get. I think a lot of times on some of my videos. Not recently, but I used to.
That's just mean.
Oh, he wants me to take down my thing. Okay, Bobby. All right.
Has Jen managed to connect with you?
She says I can't request you. I messaged you. Okay, Jen, let me check.
So once you've done that, just send the thing that you sent to me.
I'm trying to take down Bobby's thing. I'm going to put Madonna's.
Because I'm virtually done now, so I don't have to actually be on. I can be there in the background. And then we can just bring people from the panel.
No, your painting is the showpiece.
Yeah, but that means nobody else can be up on the panel then, can they?
Oh, okay. Unless we're on the panel, like all talking. Okay, I see what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she messaged me. Let me see. Let me check my messenger.
So just friend it.
I can't find her name. Okay, hold on.
Oh, she's messaged you. It's in the messaging.
Oh, messenger. Let me see. Oh, here. Let me check. I think I got it. Hold on.
Right. Just send.
What? No, Scott and Akindia. No, that's not her.
Just put just put it in the.
Is that her, Scott? I think that's her. That's her. It's under Scott and Jen. Oh, I thought it said something else. Yes, that said Scott and Jen. Yeah, that's her. That's her. Okay, now. Oh, now I have to get on my laptop to do that. So wait a minute. So. Oh yeah, I say hello, and that means then I can say hello.
Why don't you just put it in chat? It's a lot quicker, and then you can get it off of there.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I was trying to avoid that. Since that's a safety risk. That's all.
Oh.
All right, she found me. She's under Scott and Jen, and I remember seeing that earlier today. Hold on.
So one or other, put a friend request in, and then you can send.
Now I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna minimize this. Minimize this and try to find her. You guys are still there, right?
Well, I don't know, because we've stopped painting.
You can't see. You can still see me, right? I know this works.
I'm still up on screen at the moment.
Here we go. I'm about to send her the link. Yay! Here we go. Here's the link.
So then make sure you're ready for it, and then you don't have to show your face. We're just coming up on audio, So you don't have
There's
to
the
set
link.
yourself
There's the
on
link, Jen.
camera. Unless
I just sent you
someone-
the link, Jen.
so watch out for her coming up on the screen.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, do I want to add some more splat to this?
Maybe. Yeah.
Don't know.
Maybe.
What I might do is a bit more foreground here to make. I don't know. I'm feeling like I don't want to do any more in it because it'll start getting muddy if I do.
Maybe just some splatters. You have to cover up those tulips and some splatters right in front of those stems.
I wonder whether I ought to put a little bit of gouache splat.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, let's have a look at that.
I think I'm gonna. How long are you guys thinking of staying on?
Well, we're going to be finishing in about 10 minutes time anyway.
10 or 15 minutes. I was waiting until Jen comes on.
Okay.
Oh, there's Jen waiting. There she is now. Hold on.
Karen. But
hold on, Jen. I see you. I'm waiting for Jen comes on.
Hello.
Oh, Jen waiting. There she is now.
Hello, don't look at my face. Hello.
Hello.
I don't know how to make volume.
Hi, Jen.
we can hear you.
Hello, don't look at my face.
Oh, you switch your
Hello.
YouTube.
Hello.
Hi, Jen.
Switch your YouTube.
Whoops, my dog's
Hang on.
going nuts.
Mute your YouTube.
I can hear the dog.
Jen, you need to mute your YouTube.
Yeah, that's difficult to try to explain to people. That does not mean put down the volume. That means like you have to. Can you explain like what muting on YouTube means? It's not putting down your volume. It's like
No, it's where that speaker is at the bottom of your video.
Yeah, the bottom of the video.
Press on that.
Oh.
And it says mute.
Click on it until a slash goes over it.
So this is on YouTube?
Yeah, just on the YouTube, not on anything else. It's just that what it does is it creates a feedback loop.
Yeah, you get an echo.
Like that.
Echo.
Yeah, it just echoes.
I'm trying to find it.
It's at the bottom of your video. That's all. Bottom left. Bottom left.
Bottom left, and then you just scroll it
And
down.
it shows a little horn. It shows a little horn for audio.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's gone
Um,
But do you hear audio feedback from her?
I did it first, yes.
I don't hear it now.
I could hear it echoing.
I'm trying to, so I've got to go into your
It
feed
don't matter
now.
We can't hear it now anyway.
I think you're okay. Oops, did we lose her?
Oh, she got.
Well,
come back, Jen, if you can.
tell her that she can come straight back in. Well,
yeah,
she's not there. She's just muted. No,
Jen, come back if you can.
No, she's still there.
She is? No, she's not. She's not in the waiting room.
Oh, right. Well,
that's Gracie, me, and you.
All right. Well, sounds like Gracie's no longer there as well.
No, Gracie's still here.
I'm here.
Well, Jen just needs to come back in on that thing that she came in before.
Yeah, just come in on the same link.
When she comes in, whatever device she's listening to it from, put some earplugs on.
Yeah, that's a good tip.
So far, I thought she was okay.
I can't do that, Ian, on mine because mine's an Apple Mac computer and I don't have any.
I'm Apple Mac. I'm Apple Mac. You can do it.
No.
You can do it.
At the back of every.
The bottom left of your video.
At
the back of every computer is a audio output jack, right?
Yeah.
Put it in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you have to go to like some video on your channel and just go to any video on your channel and click on the bottom and try to get those icons to come up, and then when the horn you click on it so a slash goes through it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you.
You're muting.
That's what muting means, because it's very confusing when somebody says mute. I'm like, well, my volume's all the way down. It's like, no, that's not what it means.
Yeah. There's a lot to
that many different things. People seem
I
to
got
think
the same computer or similar or whatever, but I'm just telling you that's how you do it.
Yeah. It's good to know.
We don't have a problem with you. I don't hear echoing from you.
No.
Well, we didn't. But when Jen first came on, it went.
No, I'm talking about Gracie. We don't hear any echoing from Gracie.
Cool.
Does this run through FB?
Yeah, that was her previous question. That was an old question, I think. Well, no, it doesn't.
No. So Jen needs to just go
Here's
back.
Here's another question she has.
Here we go.
I'll pop over chat to you.
It crashed. I'll pop over to chat afterwards.
All right then. Yeah. Well, she got on this time round, but I mean, we've only got 5 minutes before we're finishing anyway. So what I'll do,
she got on for a couple of minutes. That was good.
I'll wrap up what we've been doing today.
Okie dokie.
Right, so I click on you. Full screen. I don't know how to get rid of it. I don't have a headline here. I don't know how to get rid of that.
Can you not click on? Can you not click?
Hide.
Area.
There we go. I got it.
What did you do to do that?
Hide.
Hide.
Right underneath, on every single one where it says click the plus sign to show.
Yeah.
Then underneath of that, if you hover over it, right underneath it, it'll say hide.
Right. Good. So good. Because a lot of people have asked how you get rid of it once you've had it up.
That's how you get rid of it. On every single time whatever one you're on, whatever comment you're on, you just hover underneath of show and it'll show hide.
Right. I did not know that.
Yeah.
I just figured that out.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Thanks, Bobby.
Thank you, Bobby, and everybody in the chat.
So just going over this before we go, I wet it thoroughly, didn't I? And then I applied some blues and purples to create the background. And we splattered that a couple of times and got different levels of strength of colour. And then I splattered some more water on it to make it run. And then we dried it, and I got this brush, and I soaked it full of yellow, and then on the tip I put some reddish orange on it, and like created a halo of yellowy red. And I did a similar thing with that, a light yellow and a darker yellow, and these are all pretty much similar techniques. With this one, I wet it and then put a strong vibrant red in it after using the yellow over it. And this one, which is the centerpiece, I wet that and made it and started dabbing in very light pinks, and then slowly but surely built it up to a darker colour, and that's basically a painting done.
I like that. That's really wow.
Whether it's anybody's cup of tea, I mean, it still to me doesn't look like those spontaneous.
Right.
I mean,
I love that. I like the background. I love how you painted focal flowers. That yellow one in the background is kind of confusing. Is that supposed to be a focal flower? Oh, I guess that one is supposed to be a focal one, isn't it?
No, it's in the same position as that is.
Yeah, I like that yellow one in the back. That's nice. Oh, okay. Well, it's part of like the bouquet then. It's like a foreground.
It's background. It's very, very background. It's just I've not. Now, I'll see if I can I don't know, give it a bit.
Blend it out, maybe.
Blend
I
it
don't know.
out.
Like if you added red to it, then it would look like it was part of the bouquet. It would make more sense. It would kind of look more like
Yeah,
it's
but
part
you'd lose it in amongst that. You've got to take into account that this flower here is, although it's there, it's in the background.
I like
Okay.
it the way it is. I like it.
Let me get a bit of blue here, and we'll see if we can get a bit more distance between that and.
Oh, I forgot to put your link in. And Bobby's reminding
Again?
me. Look at our guest artist. Again. God. Because most people, like you said last time, most people know who you are, but I need to always put your link in the description box.
Vast majority of people who are here, I know.
You should remind me. Anytime you want to remind me, but I should remember. Okay.
Well,
Thanks for reminding us, Bobby. Yep, I got to do that. I got to grab his link.
That's it. That's why we're always in need of people moderating, because although Diana is moderating to some extent, she's actually on the actual chat as well, so she can't do everything. So
True.
that's why we're
very true. I love that pastel. I like the pastel pink along with the, what is it, magenta? I like that colour.
I think it's probably because this is a little bit big.
Jen says she just started streaming and it's so much fun. Yeah, it is.
It can be, yeah.
It is pretty.
It's all right if you can get it to stream. I mean, I have real problems.
Hey, Jen, do you have a live streaming schedule?
I think I might actually paint more tomorrow. I might have a day off streaming and just paint instead.
It's important to balance things out.
Maybe instead of painting, I should do a live stream, because I've been painting a lot this week, and then instead of that, maybe I should have a live stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get some tubing done.
Yeah.
YouTube is my whole life almost. Gosh.
Hey, just on the subject, before we all wander off into the background, as you, what they call it, being sorted out yet?
Copa?
No, not your Copa.
What? My monetization? No, still waiting. It's been 2 weeks now. They said, YouTube said it can take up to 30 days. Some people get approved like right away. Some people take longer. But they said it can take up to 30 days, and so far it's been 2 weeks. Still waiting, under review, still waiting.
Well, you just have to be patient.
Yeah, I know. So it could be they don't get to me till like whole 30 days. I don't know.
The busy people at YouTube, they've got a lot of.
I know. One person said, "Oh, I got approved."
Misery for us to do.
I'm like, really? Oh, wow.
They're busy people, YouTube. Yeah. I can imagine.
More rules that are not relevant for us and things like that.
She does have a schedule. Hold on, let me see if I can put this up. She does have a schedule. It looks like she does Saturday mornings, but that's Saturday mornings Australian time. Whoops.
Well, does that mean she's going live soon?
Hold on. I do. Saturday morning Australian time. I was on earlier. Earlier this morning, your time.
When? Oh, wait a minute then. Saturday mornings.
So she's like Saturday afternoon, evening, right? I don't know.
12 o'clock p.m. for 12 o'clock dinner time for us will be the start of the day.
Yeah.
In Saturday in Australia.
Well, what is? What are you talking about? 12? No, you're talking about 6 hours. No, it's more than a
No,
6 hour.
no, we're about 12. Well, we're about eight hours behind.
No, it's like 18.
Australia. No, they
They're
come
a
before
day ahead of us.
They're ahead of us.
A day ahead of us.
No, they're not. The right. The international date line where 0 is in Britain, right?
Right.
It goes 12 hours backwards and it goes 12 hours forwards.
Yep, that's
So
right.
in Australia,
Yeah,
they are about
It's
8
10
hours.
a.m. right now, Saturday.
Hours.
You said. It's 10 a.m. Saturday.
10 a.m. Saturday, right? So right, it's 11 o'clock at night here.
yeah,
Right.
yeah.
It's
So that's
6 p.m. here.
yeah, but
Yeah.
She said Eastern Standard Time is 13 hours behind. So I'm 13. Thank you, Mystic. I'm 13 hours behind.
39. Okay.
mhm. Yeah. See, America is one of the last countries on planet to have a time
And
zone.
Hawaii is practically one of the last places to become
No.
the next day.
No, Hawaii is the first. That's
No.
where international dateline
No,
is.
they're the last. It's a small island off of New Zealand that's the first.
Yeah, but Hawaii is not that far away from New Zealand.
I'm sorry, they're right on the edge. They're right on the edge of that line. They're the last.
Yeah. The
They're
the international dateline is like between Hawaii and that island, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. So they're the last, and that little island off of New Zealand is the first.
Right. There we go. Now we all know, and we've all got us like. See, I've tried to fluff it out a bit.
Oh yeah, that's good.
I like it.
Yeah, I like how you made that look more a little bit in the background.
Yeah.
All right, let's hide this so we can see your painting better.
Oh, thank you for having me on, Diana.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm glad you could come on.
I just hope I didn't interrupt anybody.
Yeah.
What?
I hope I didn't interrupt anybody.
No, you didn't. You didn't interrupt anybody. I probably did. It's me.
Yeah. Oh well.
I'm one last little. I'll probably make a pig's ear of it, but there you go. Who cares?
I love the background. I really like that yellow in the background.
Mm-hmm.
With the orange as well on the left, where it's just kind of
little sprigs of greeniness here. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Cool.
That you can't particularly see.
It could be like,
Are you putting sprigs of green there? Yeah, that'll look good. Yeah, like that.
Spriglets of green.
Yes.
Of green.
Actually, being on panel is easier for me than actually being in panel.
Because you chat a lot, so now you can just say it.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of typing it.
Yeah.
In the other areas, let's just see if I can get a bit more darkness there. The darkness.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I've learnt a lot from this painting.
It's
Madonna lives in Missouri. I thought Madonna was in the UK.
Madonna.
So did I actually.
Missouri.
Madonna, you live in Missouri?
Missouri.
Really?
Is that middle or is that West Coast?
That's Midwest.
Midwest.
Oh.
So
Northern.
Are you what is that, Mountain Time or Central?
Oh, yes, I think that's, she has to tell us. I don't know if that's Central Time or Mountain. Yeah, Madonna, are you Central Time or Mountain?
Or even West, or even Pacific. I don't know.
No, it's not. No, it's not Pacific. I know that. It's either Central or Mountain.
I have no idea.
All right, just waiting to hear. Hold on, what did she say? No, waiting to hear her respond.
I thought she was from England for some
So did
reason.
I. That's what I always thought.
Yeah.
Even though I don't know why I thought that.
No, I
I
always
never
thought
heard her voice. I never heard her talk.
Oh, do you know what? I've just realised something. We haven't had a
Yeah.
rant of the week, have we? Come on, fess up. What is your rant of the week?
Oh. What's the weather like, Ian? That's my subject changer. What's the weather like?
All right. So we're not having a rant of the week this
Well,
week.
you can have a rant if you want to.
I can't think apart from this royal debacle that's going off with Harry and Meghan. Not that I'm wanting to get into it. I mean, they can do what they want with their lives. Come on, Canada, can't you think of anywhere else?
I can think of something. Wait a minute. There was something I was thinking of before. Hold on. Oh yeah, here's something. So I put out a 17-minute video, and I'll get and my average watch time will be 4 minutes. So I put out a 5-minute or 5 or 7 minute video. The average watch time will be like 2 minutes. So I put out a 2 or 3 minute video. The average watch time is 1 minute. Can't those people watch a video all the way through?
No, I tell you what, you want to go and watch.
Come on.
You know what? You know on.
Can't they watch a video all the way through?
You know when you go to your YouTube, you know that new thing that we've got on YouTube.
Yeah.
Where it suggests certain videos. It tells you about and going on to how important time is in your videos.
What about it?
It just goes into how to.
What are you talking about? Because I've listened to all the videos about best practices and all that, and nobody explains
it doesn't matter.
It's a very strange phenomenon.
All it is that most people have not got a big attention span.
But come on, if it's a 17-minute video, they're going to watch 4 minutes. So why can't they watch a 3-minute video all the way through?
Listen, right?
Short concentration span.
A video, right? Somebody who's normally an artist came on the other day, right? And rather than doing a video for art, they did a video for doing the makeup. And guess how long I stayed on that?
Yeah.
30 seconds in a 10-minute video. And that's not normally me, but it's not my thing.
Yeah, true.
No, as a bloke, I don't give monkeys about how much paint you put on your face. So you know, it's down to whether people want to watch that particular thing.
Oh my God, it's so frustrating.
And especially in a niche environment of art.
Yeah.
I might be a purist watercolor artist, and I might not want to watch somebody who's doing an oil painting or.
But it's weird. It's weird though that how the numbers go down with the shorter the video, the shorter the watch time.
It might be average.
The shorter the video, the longer the watch time.
It may be averaging it out.
Yeah, it is. It's an average. It's a total average. That's right.
According to all your other videos as well.
No, it doesn't average in my other videos. It just averages in all the views on that video.
Oh no! You know what? You can get so het up in watching and looking at analytics that you lose the plot. So honestly, I rarely bother with them.
And Missy says it doesn't make sense either. I'm almost about to stop caring about it either, because I've tried for like 2 months to like put into practice all these best practices, implement all these best practices that they talk about, this and this and that and that and this, and nothing has moved the needle. Nothing has moved the needle in 2 months. I mean, yes, I've gotten a few more subscribers, but I have not got a jump in my views. Nothing has moved the needle.
And it may not do it. End of the day, it's just the hard slog that does it.
It's just what?
It's just the hard. There's no magic thing with analytics that you can do. It's just about producing the best film you can produce.
I know. Well, that's where the best practices tell you like how to produce the best video you could produce. Like you have to have a good hook and this and that. And the first 30 seconds is very important. And
Yeah,
I haven't tried this yet. Telling a story. I haven't tried that yet. That's the next thing I'm trying is going to be having some story.
That's okay if it suits your particular style of presentation. If you're forcing it, people will see that.
Right.
Go, oh, I don't want to watch that.
Yeah.
So you've got to be careful not to be outdoing yourself. Keep it simple. Just put over the information that you want to put over and say, I hope you enjoyed it. And once you've done that, walk away from it.
Yeah.
And don't worry about it. Don't over worry about analytics or how many people. Do you know what? I'm probably out of most of the people who go on internet and on a regular basis. I'm probably the one person who gets the least amount of people viewing my videos, right? Do I care? No. I've put it out there. I've had a try. If it don't work, it don't work.
Yeah.
And
that's right. I'm not really trying to make this a business. I just wanted, it was like I was just trying to take on the challenge of making my YouTube channel grow because I wanted to do that because I thought, that'd be really cool if I could make it grow and that'd be really cool. And so I don't really need this for my livelihood in any way at all. So
no, but it's still fulfilling when you do actually get something from it. I get that. You know, I don't mean financial payback, but even if like somebody who gets 100 or so comments back that says, "Oh, love it," you know, best, this has really changed my life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, that's another kind of feedback. Yeah, that's another kind of feedback. I mean, another kind of reward.
Yeah. I mean, for the vast majority of people who are going to watch our videos are probably first timers. And, you know, it might fundamentally alter.
Well,
the way we do things might fundamentally alter their way of doing things. But who knows? There ain't a magic wand. You just got to keep hacking at it.
Well, anyway, that was the rant.
Rant of the week.
YouTube is not a sprint; it's a marathon.
It is absolutely. Unless YouTube chooses to shut it down and turn it into Disney World.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Oh well.
Don't say it, Ian.
So anyway.
Ooh, 2 thumbs down.
2?
Yeah.
Mine.
Most of these times on Fridays I get 0 thumbs down. So there must have been trolls that came through here. At least they didn't show themselves. I'm glad they just put a thumbs down and didn't show themselves.
That's me to blame for being
Because
boring.
we had no trolls in the chat.
I think you should get a new artist in on a Friday and let them do it.
Oh no.
I'm only kidding, guys. I'm only kidding.
You know the people that put the dislikes. I always think, have they really got nothing else better to do?
That's right. They don't have anything better. It makes them feel good. It makes them feel good to put that thumbs down. That's all.
Exactly.
It makes them feel superior. That's what.
I've made it fairly clear that for me it's a useless tool anyway.
Exactly.
If somebody wants to, if they've really got something that they don't like about it, why don't they be constructive? If they're constructive people, why don't they be constructive and say, thanks for the video, but there are certain elements of your video that I didn't feel were right.
Yeah.
And then
here's what Jen has to say. Here's what Jen has to say. I posted it.
No, we love you, Ian. Oh.
I'm only kidding, Jen.
Don't leave, Ian. Don't leave.
Because I don't know whether Anthony's here watching us at this moment, but I was terribly perturbed the other day about what were happening with that. So, because we don't want to lose our Anthony.
You don't want to lose who?
Anthony.
Anthony. Grayscale painting, you mean?
Grayscale painting, yeah.
Oh, okay.
What was that? I didn't catch that bit.
Well,
We can't really talk about. We're not supposed to talk about other people's channels.
Oh.
but
Maybe you could tell it. You can tell it. Can you tell us in Instant Messenger? Well, I know something happened. I know something happened about a week or like 2 weeks ago. I remember that. Yeah, right. I remember that one thing that happened. Yeah.
as a consequence, he's backing away, and that's not good.
Oh.
So go.
Oh
Look
yeah, I think I've
another,
been seeing him less. That's right.
Yeah.
So we've got to try and look after one another and appreciate one another a bit more than what we are doing.
Anthony's amazing. You all are. It's just people that have got nothing else better to do.
No, we know that, but it's hard when you get hit by it.
It is. It is.
I mean, I have actually learnt to live with it.
Yeah.
You know, there's always going to be idiots out there who think one thing or another, and their opinion's more important than anything on this planet.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah.
You know that these people are out there, so it shouldn't come as any big surprise to us when we get somebody criticising us creativity.
Yeah.
Whether it's right or it's wrong.
Here's a comment from Bobby. Hold on.
Ah.
Oh, where is it?
Jen says, no, we love you, Ian.
No, wait.
Bobby says, let them come at Mr. Unigon.
He said, hey, nobody's if you want me. Come over to my channel and load me up with thumbs down. With thumbs down. I'll be on at 7 p.m. Come get me.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. End of the day, YouTube does actually consider it to be.
Oh, they don't consider it as bad. They consider it as engagement.
It's engagement, isn't it? So
still engagement.
Mystic says, oh, okay.
What's that?
Nobody's, if you want to come over to my channel and load me up with thumbs down, I'll be on at 7.
All right. He's just talking about the people that give the thumbs down.
Ah, you tell them, Bobby.
So what is 7 o'clock for us?
That's midnight for you.
It is, yeah. I know that some. I go on one channel that's on at 4 o'clock over in America, and that starts at like 11/12 o'clock. So I daren't even think about what 7 o'clock at night is going to be.
It's going to
like
be
middle of morning, early hours at morning for that.
This is why I usually miss all the late streams because they're just like 3 or 4 in the morning.
You were up quite late today.
I know.
You actually, guys, you actually can catch the really late streams because it's morning time for you. So 9 o'clock in the morning is like 4 in the morning here. So it's a really late night stream that you can catch.
Yeah.
What I sometimes get if I get up a bit early is Lisa Lockery.
Oh, I like it.
Because I'm at like I don't know what time it is for her at that time, but
I think it's 8 p.m.
3 or 4 o'clock in the morning.
I think it's 8 p.m. 8 p.m. I think.
And it's sometimes if I'm getting up early, I pop on.
Yeah.
They're there and they're just getting into swing.
Yeah, if you're early in the morning, like 8 o'clock your time, will be a really late night stream over here.
Yeah. And some people like to do nighttime streaming because
that's 3 a.m. here, 8 a.m. your time.
Is it?
No,
yeah.
8 a.m. What? 3 p.m. in morning?
3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is 8 a.m. your time.
Yeah, but that's Eastern Standard.
Yes, that's Eastern Standard. I'm talking about Eastern
another
Standard
3 hours for West Coast.
Oh, West Coast, that's different.
Like 12 o'clock midnight. When
Yeah.
some people start. If it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Right. Okay. I know. All different time zones.
It's a bit weird, isn't it? It took me a while to get used to, especially when we were doing some what they call it. We did a few
like the art bar hop where it was all
Yeah,
like,
the art bar up, and they were from all over the world.
yeah.
It was so difficult figuring out who were next and what time zone they were going to be in. And
It is hard.
it's very hard because not everybody it sticks to a standard time zone. Not everybody knows what time zone they're in, especially in America when you've got 4 different time zones.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
it's still anyway. Look, we've gone well over this time.
Yeah, that's all good for me.
I mean,
For watch hours.
as long as there's people still here
Oh
and
yeah,
they
there's
want
people.
to participate,
Not as many. There's 7 people still here.
I'll tell you what. Before I go, I'll show you my next project, and I'll a bit of a sneak preview.
You mean for next Friday?
No, not for next Friday, because this is another project completely separate.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting this out.
Ooh.
Woo!
What's this?
This is my art. This is a pink pig, by the way. This is called a pink pig.
Is that an art journal?
It's an art journal. They're called pink pigs.
Oh,
What we use at college, we use them at college to do, create every year that you're at college, you have to fill one of these with art, and that has to be presented as part of your final assessment to show that you've been
over the course of a whole year or one semester.
Well, it depends on which class you're in, but one of these might be an entire year's worth of work. Where it has to have. I
thought you didn't go to university. Did you go to college? University?
No, I went to college, but
I've seen those journals.
Pink Pig, they are very good.
Did you go to college for art?
I went to college for art. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing a squirrel.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh,
I don't know what to do. I don't know whether to do because it's been ages since I last did a pencil.
Cute. I like that.
So I might use some of my Derwents.
Oh, I love Derwent. Oh, I like my
these are perfect for doing squirrely kind of things.
Yeah.
That's not a squirrel, by the way. That's a fox. But they're all them colours, and he's a ginger squirrel, what I call a ginger squirrel. So it's been ages since I last did a detailed colour pencil sketch. So that's probably my next project.
Oh, you're not going to add. They're water soluble though, aren't they?
These are not.
Oh, they're not.
I might put these in after. These are.
Okay.
These are water soluble.
Right.
And what I'll do is I'll do an underlayer of water soluble stuff, and these are water soluble, right?
Yeah.
Right. Underlayer of water soluble,
yeah.
And then finish it off with normal wax.
That's how I'm working too. That's how.
So that's
put the water soluble underneath and do the washes, and then you put water, and then you put colored pencils and soft chalk pastels over top, and markers.
He's a happy squirrel.
I've got me Cerberus to do for Dina Tollison.
Oh, that's right.
I've got that to do. That's probably my next video. In saying
that's due January 30th or the 31st.
Hey, I thought it were a bit earlier than that, but there you go.
Ooh, really? Oh, I gotta check. Deadline for that.
Oh, not sure. Deadlines? What a dirty word you've just said.
No, deadline is a deadline.
Deadline?
Deadline.
Halfway. Well, I'm a third of the way through this acrylic on watercolor paper. I've just got the early
cows.
Yeah, cows in the water. It's having a bath in water.
Cows in the water that Chrissy wanted you to do.
Yes. So I've just got that far.
It looks nice, atmospheric and everything.
It's the underpainting, really. the mid-tones. I've got the mid-tones in.
Yeah, yeah,
next
that's
time
it.
I'm filming, I'll get some highlights and darks in, and then I'm going to finish off by glazing over some real colours. Like, see this cow? This cow here? That's going to be more gingery coloured.
Oh, are you going to glaze ginger over the whole thing?
No,
Or
over
just over a cow?
Right, so once I've these cows here are black and white cow, normal black and white cows, Friesians. But this cow here is one of those gingery red ones.
Okay.
Oh, I know.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're going to be done black and white, but this one I'm going to get some more tonal values in it.
Are
And then
they
I'm glaze over.
are they Highland cattle?
No, they're not the Highland cows. They're like them, but they're just red versions.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So once I've got the tonal values in that I want, by adding some lighter areas and some darker areas in it, I'm just going to glaze over some gingery colour over it, very, very thin gingery colour, and that will give me the colour what I need.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm working very, very hard on the tonal values to start with. So all I have to do to finish it off is just glaze over. Glaze, glaze, done.
Yeah.
There you go. There's a method in me madness. I don't know what it is.
Oh, Madonna said the deadline is January 31st for Red Rover Challenge.
Is it right? Yeah. That taught me something. And here's another one I've just recently completed. And that's up on my page now. I was going to do a video on this.
It's a person walking in the world, in the nature.
It's a person walking on a very thin layer of water that goes off into the horizon that is being lit by the sun.
Yeah. Like that. That's cool.
But it's only.
Let me get rid of the.
I might do a larger version of it and film it.
That'd be good. Yeah.
I don't know. I've got that many things on my plate at the moment. I'll have to put it on back burner. This was just a test originally. So I've got plenty on my plate at the moment, guys.
Yeah.
It's never ending.
These aren't commissions, are they?
None of them are, but I suppose they could be sold if I wanted to.
Yeah.
So I keep saying I'm going to go and take them to auction, but I can't get off my backside and do it.
Yeah.
I hear you.
It's just faffing about dealing with it.
Yeah.
I've got better things to do with it. I know it'll earn me some money, but
I know what you mean.
I'd sooner like get rid of it from the viewpoint that it's like giving me a bit of space back.
Yeah, that's the thing. So you get so much stuff, and you're like, oh, I got to store this. I got to store this. So basically, I would go through some things and burn them, because I would rather burn them than put them in the trash. Burn them at least makes them go back to where they came from.
Really?
So to speak, I guess go to back. It's a more natural way than have it go into a landfill, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Well,
if I have to, so far I don't have to, but I have had to. Yes, there were some canvases I did have to do that with in the past.
We canvas. Thing is, at the end of the day, if you think about it.
Oh yeah, you can paint over it again. Right.
Well, you can have a paint over it, but if it's already a bit too painted over,
yeah.
Why not get some paint stripper, some thinners, and literally get a good wash down, and it'll all come off it.
I guess, I don't know.
And then reapply some gesso once it's dry.
Maybe. That's more work than just burning it and then buying new ones. That's just more work.
I'm thinking more about environment. At the end of the day.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Our poor friends, them. Just think about them poor koalas. I'm more worried about them happy rats on the island.
Yeah.
The
world's happiest animal.
Jen says that's stunning, Ian. She likes your your underpaint, whatever your underpainting of the preliminary painting of the cows.
Well, I've put that up. Do you know that video? It's 20 minutes long, right? And I put it up on my YouTube today, and because there's been problems with YouTube uploading,
Yeah.
it took nearly 2 days for me to get it up.
Oh, 2 days.
Wow.
I tried about 4 times.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
It took, I had to leave it overnight, just ticking over.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's and we're only talking about 20 minutes long.
Okay.
I'm just glad I did. I'm just glad I did it in bits. I mean, if I'd have done the entire painting and it would have took over an hour to paint,
Yeah.
it would have been an astronomical. It would have been a week uploading. I don't know what's been going off. I don't know whether it's been YouTube or my service provider, but
Oh, okay.
it were down to 0.2 megabytes.
So you don't know which one it is.
Oh my goodness.
You don't know which one's causing the problem.
Well, I think it was my service provider. There must have been something wrong with the local server.
Probably.
So I don't know.
I don't know.
Anyway.
All right, we've gone really way over time.
Yes, we have.
Thank you.
Bonus for us to moan about the world. Yay!
Those little animals that you were talking about, they're called quokkas, aren't they?
Are they called quokkas?
Quokkas?
They look like rats that have been created by Disney. Honestly. They've got like a right cheesy smile.
That's it, quokkas. Yeah.
Quokkas.
Yeah.
And they do look quite, you know.
I know what you mean.
And they come up to you as well and like smile at you.
Yeah,
Like they're not scared. They're that like giant rats.
Yeah. And a bit gopherish. They look a bit gopher.
Yeah, a bit of everything in them, isn't there?
Yeah.
But they've got a really cheesy smile.
Yeah, they are. I think they're cute.
They are very happiest animal on the planet, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah.
But a smile doesn't always mean you're happy.
Well, that's true. Oh, Ian.
Do you know what? People look at me and they think I'm depressed because of me look at my face, right? And do you know what? I'm not. I'm really happy.
Oh,
I might have odd rant now and again. I might have odd rant. But apart from that, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
But I look like I've just had 1,000 people slap me in the face. What can I do about it? What can I do about it?
Oh my goodness.
Anyway, there you
go. Mystic Unigon said, here's Mystic Unigon's comment. Is that her? Wait, yeah, right here.
Oh my goodness.
I heard a few more of those little soft cover sketchbooks. All right. So what to make of abstract art with them.
You got, I love metallic. I love neon and metallic. Yeah.
Metallic crayons. Yeah, so long as you're leaving them inside the book, because you'll find neon and metallic based art supplies are not very light fast, and they'll fade rapidly. They will fade rapidly if you let them out into the light.
Mm-hmm.
They're like gremlins. Not gremlins. Not gremlins. The mate, the friend. What do they call him? Gizmo.
Oh, Gizmo, yeah. Gizmo.
Bright light, bright light, bright light.
Oh.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Grace, for coming on panel. That's nice. It was really great.
You're both welcome.
Just before we go, any ideas for any paintings, let us know
For next week.
next week.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Thank you, everybody in chat.
Yeah, thank you.
We always
Everybody in the
appreciate
chat and the moderators, thank you.
your input. We always appreciate your input.
Yeah.
Yeah, if anybody has ideas for what they want Ian to paint for next Friday.
We might do a guaco.
Yeah.
Does that animal look like a squirrel?
No, it's more like a
marsupial thing.
Like a gopher, but bigger.
But it's only found on this one island in Australia.
Yeah.
It's really chilled out. It's like it comes up here and it smiles as though it's been in a Disney cartoon.
They are. They're adorable.
Just go and look up happiest animal in the world.
Animal. Yeah.
But honestly, they're really funny.
I love them. Yeah, they remind me of guinea pigs, actually, like overgrown guinea pigs kind of thing.
Yeah, they are. They're like if you mated a guinea pig with a kangaroo.
Oh, really?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
No, anyway, so less of the frivolity and more going into where I'm going to
take a guaca and a what? Kangaroo.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
Guacamole.
Oh.
Not that we're going to.
I don't know.
They have a pouch. He says they do have a pouch like a kangaroo.
You know, just in Australia, because of bushfires, we do hope that they've got rid of some of their flipping giant rat infestations as well while they've been at it.
That's true. Yeah.
They have swarms of rats.
There is?
Oh, yeah. Have you ever seen in bushes and all videos from Australia? They have like giant swarms of rats and giant swarms of... I don't know.
How come they haven't been burned?
Because people have not like kept knocking them back. They're just like...
Well, why aren't the fires burning them?
Breeding.
Why aren't the fires burning them?
No, that's what I'm saying. At least to some extent, some of those rats might have been done away with.
Oh, I see. You mean
no, we're precious about life. We don't want life to be, but there are some creatures that there's already plenty enough on this planet, i.e. humans.
Yeah,
humans.
Yeah.
And I'm only 50 years away from finishing and completing my super laser Death Star, which is strange because in 50 years' time, apparently, we're not going to have enough options left on Earth to
probably not
be able to save the Earth. So it's death by laser or death by his own pig ignorance. You choose. Mind you, in 50 years' time, where will I be? 100 years old. I'll be as old as Yoda.
Yeah.
Yoda.
Go Team Yoda.
Here's an interesting thing to leave it on, right? This shows how good Yoda is, right?
Yeah.
Right. You know this baby Yoda that everybody's going on about.
Oh, I love Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda, very popular, right? He's 50 years old, right?
Really? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Baby Yoda's 50 years old, right? Do you know by the time proper Yoda was 100 years old, he was a Jedi.
Yeah.
He was a Jedi Master.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that shows you how good Master Yoda is.
When he became 100 years old, you said?
When he was 100 years old,
that's when he became a master.
He became a Jedi Master.
Oh, okay.
And this baby Yoda that everybody's going on about is 50 years old now, and he's still a baby.
Oh, the baby is 50 years old.
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
Okay.
He's got the cute factor, but what is he going to be? Is he going to be dark side? Is he going to be light side? We don't know.
That's the question.
That's it. It might lead the new dark side of the Force. Who knows?
Maybe.
Mystic has an idea for you next week.
What's
Here, I'll
that?
put it up. I'll put it up.
All right, here we go.
Right, let's have a look.
Can I put up the other one?
How do you pronounce that?
Capybara. Oh, they're like a cross between a what? Like a pig and a pygmy hippopotamus. Thing is, just recently we've done quite a few animals, haven't we?
Oh,
Yeah.
hi, JCT. Hi, JCT. We're just winding it up here. Thanks for stopping in.
If people want me to do animals, then fair enough. But we have done quite a few animals over the last. We've done a shark. We've done other week we did that wolf.
Coyote, was it a coyote?
The coyote.
Yeah.
So I can do another one next week if I can find a capybara. A family of capybaras.
Capybara.
Yeah, I know what they are, but it's getting older a decent picture.
Yeah, true.
And they've got like little mini. They're almost like pretending to be elephants as well, aren't they? Other than they've got like a little bit of a nose that's a bit like an elephant.
Oh, like an elephant.
Can't remember. So anyway, capybara. Capybara. Anyway,
Mystic says they look like giant guinea pigs.
Oh,
yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah, they're like giant guinea pigs with slightly elongated legs, aren't they?
I've got 2 guinea pigs.
I thought you'd lost your guinea pigs.
I got some more in March time. And I've got 2 more, so yeah.
Moles?
No. I've got 2 more guinea pigs. The one, you know, when we had Beast from the East.
Yes.
Because I'm kind of new to looking after guinea pigs, we think that they got a cold because they were too cold, and both of them died, and it was awful.
When we had the Beast from the East. By the way, for those of you guys who are not in the UK, the Beast from the East were an extremely powerful, freezing cold weather front that came from Eastern Europe.
Yeah, lots of snow.
Absolutely freezing cold.
Yeah,
one of the coldest we've had in years.
Yeah.
I mean, I nearly died out in that. Never mind poor little guinea pigs.
Oh, it's terrible. It's really bad.
Did you not bring them inside?
Well, we didn't. What we did was we put loads of newspaper, and then we put like cardboard boxes with like newspaper, and then loads of straw and everything in it. And I don't know what happened. I have no idea.
At the end of the day, natural habitat of a guinea pig is like somewhere where we go and have a summer holidays.
Yeah, but the ones that we've got now, I've kept those 2 indoors. Just because
I think in winter you have to bring them inside.
Yeah.
Or you have to have a specially conditioned.
Yeah, I think it was.
You can't put them in a hutch and hope that they're going to survive.
I think it was just a bit of bad luck. I think, but I don't know. Yeah. They're very cute though. I love guinea pigs. Yeah, they're kind of funny the way they look, because they've got quite short bodies, and then they've got like tiny legs, and they look kind of funny.
Anyway, Mystic, remind me about that capybara.
Here's what Bobby says about guinea pigs.
Those guinea pigs don't have much bacon on them. No, that's very true.
I guess people don't try to hunt them for eating.
Yeah,
you've got to fatten them up a bit for winter.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. My biggest guinea pig, Marmalade, he's a big boy. He's a nice round guinea pig. Yeah.
But how much of that is fur?
Yeah, that's true. That's a good
Quite
point.
fluffy, aren't they? I mean,
Yeah, they are fluffy.
if you get it like a crew cut, you know, took it down to knuckle, what would it look like? You can get guinea pigs that are like that, though, can't you?
Yeah.
Bald guinea pigs. I don't
Yeah.
know what people. I mean, a bit weird if you have a bald guinea pig, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because the main reason why people like guinea pigs is because they're soft and fluffy. Oh,
Yeah.
got a soft fluffy animal.
Yeah.
So
Like
why would anybody want a little wrinkly? I mean, they look like moles. I've actually held a mole in my hand.
Oh, I love moles.
Like a little ball of wrinkles
Oh.
with this little flower on end of the nose.
It doesn't bite.
No, it would just so. It couldn't believe that I'd sneaked up on it with a spoon. I saw it coming out at ground. It were like ground were all like mounding up, and I thought, "What's that?" And it were coming up, and I thought, "Right, I'm gonna get that." And I dug into it ground and got it. I caught you.
Oh.
I was only a kid at the time.
I was going to say.
I think it was a baby one. It disorientated it, so it weren't particularly big.
Oh, that's cute.
But they're not. So that's the only time I've ever seen a mole.
And there's voles. There's moles and there's voles.
No, not voles.
Yeah.
Mole. Them things that are blind. They've got a little flower on end of the nose that they use to see things.
Yeah.
And they're like they're as big, about the same size as a mouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're a bit smoother skinned.
I don't know.
Anyway.
Okay, thank you, everybody.
I'll love you and leave you, everyone.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. Thanks to my moderator. Thanks, Ian. Thanks, Gracie, for coming on panel.
Thank you for having me on
panel. And
thanks again, Ian, for being a guest artist.
Frivolity next week. Just let us know.
Yeah, same time, same place next week, 4 to 6 p.m. 4 to 6 p.m. Friday, Eastern Standard Time.
Ian, Friday.
Everybody, have a nice weekend. Have a great creative weekend. Remember, everybody's a creative being. You are created to be creative.
That's right.
So go and create.
Yeah.
But everybody doesn't have to be an artist. Even mathematicians could be creative.
Yeah.
I mean, creative meaning your creative thinking and how you creative problem solving and all that.
My tax inspector, he's creative with his maths.
Tax inspector.
Okay, everybody can be creative. It doesn't have to be an artist. You don't have to be an artist to be creative.
Yeah.
Bye. Have a great creative weekend.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.